Hey guys, this is Frank with Anabolic Outlaws. I just want to do a quick video on nutrition. It's a down and dirty video. Again, a lot of people already know this stuff. This is just for those people out there who are just trying to get a little bit of information on how to look better and change the way they look. Again, nutrition is the most important thing you could possibly incorporate in your diet. Obviously your diet, but your weight training goals or whatever you're trying to get done in the gym. And it's the #1 reason why people don't fucking change in the gym is because their diet is off, okay? If you eat the same, you will remain the same, period. There's no way you can ever burn off a bad diet. There's that speech. The difference is when you have your diet, okay? There's a lot of different diets out there, but I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a outlook on the different macronutrients, okay? You've got your 3 macronutrients. You've got your protein, you've got your carbs, you've got your fats, okay? Let's just keep it simple, okay? Your protein is gonna have for 1 gram of protein, you're gonna have 4 calories, okay? Your calories is what you've gotta watch, okay? Because if you go over your calorie amount, you're gonna start to put weight on. Okay, obviously most people know that. Carbohydrates is also going to have 4 calories per gram, and that is what's going to be used for your energy. So you've got to look at it like this. You've got your protein source, which is going to be used to help build muscle tissue. You need that. And then you've got your carbohydrates, which is going to be used for your energy in order to energize your body so that you don't feel like crap. Then you've got your fat. What your fat is used for, as from what most people know, is it's stored in your body as a reserve, okay? And I hear so many people, they're like, I don't want carbs, I don't want carbs, I want to be thin, I don't want carbs. Look, when you do that low carb shit, it's like running your car with the battery disconnected. Well, actually, it's like running it with the alternator disconnected, okay? If you think about this, what happens when your alternator shits the bed? It no longer is creating energy, right? So then it starts to feed on the battery. That is why a low carb diet, for the most part, people will see a weight loss. It's not the most ideal way for your body to run, just like when you're running a car. It's not ideal that you run off the battery and not the alternator charging the battery, okay? So if you think about it like that, it's a pretty good analogy with how a low carb diet works. Again, if you go over your calories, you're still going to gain weight. You can't just eat whatever the fuck you want and not have carbs and lose weight. But what also will happen if you've got all those enriched fats and everything and all that shit you're eating, it's going to affect your body's cholesterol and there's other things that can happen when you eat a enriched fat diet like that, okay? So I'm not a real big fan of the whole lose the carbs out completely. So we've got that down, right? We've got the 3 sources. We got protein, which we know everybody needs to build muscle. We got to have as much of that in there as possible. And then second, I would go ahead and throw in a good carbohydrate, okay? There's 2 kinds of carbohydrates, which I'm sure you guys know. You got your simple and your complex. All right, for simplicity's sake, your simple carbohydrates are going to be your sugars and enriched sugars and things like that. So let's call it ice cream and birthday cake. That's going to be a simple carbohydrate. A complex carbohydrate would be something like brown rice, which is going to take time for your body to digest and turn into energy, all right? The difference is sugars, whatever you don't use, is going right on your ass for the most part, okay? So if you're trying to look good, stay away from simple sugars like sweets, candies, pastries, ice cream, shit like that, that there is next to no benefit from it. It's full of fat, it's full of simple sugars, and it's going to make you look like shit. That is something that I've always preached. A very experienced bodybuilder told me stay away from that shit. I try to, as much as I can. Your carbohydrates should be made up of your brown rices, your potatoes, a good complex carbohydrate would be like a sweet potato or something like that. That is actually the carbohydrate that's going to be burned off as quick as possible, or you're going to be able to unlock that energy as quickly as possible is in a sweet potato. And that's something that is going to benefit your body rather than make it look like shit. So what I would do is just try to balance it out. I would try to have as much protein, but don't go crazy with the fat, because like I said, if you do, right, if you go and get a high fat diet, that calorie count is going to go way up just because you're doing, instead of doing 4 4 calories per gram, it's going to be 9. So that's over double. So if you take a meal, for instance, you take a chicken breast, rice, and let's call it a broccoli meal, all right? And you compare that to like a hamburger or a cheeseburger with fries, you're going to be able to eat a whole lot more of that chicken, broccoli, and brown rice versus that hamburger and fries, because the amount of calories inside the meal is far less due to the density, right, of calories, because the fat content is far less. So you're not going to be as hungry because you're going to be able to eat more food when you back off the fats. So that's something that a lot of people get misconstrued. They think eat less. 9 times out of 10, if you simply change what you're eating, you can cut your calories in half and actually eat more, just backing off those saturated fats and that shit that's going to make you feel like crap, that your body gets adjusted to and accustomed to, right? So stay away from high and rich fatty foods. If you're just trying to keep a basic look, most people 9 times out of 10 are just trying to look good in the gym, maybe look good at the bar, something like that. Just stay away from the fatty foods, things like chicken, grilled chicken, and 9 times out of 10, if you can grill it, it's a whole lot better for you. Don't eat anything fried. Just stick at the lighter the meat, the less fat in general, okay? And obviously don't put anything like butter or any kind of shit like that on top of your vegetables or your starches, or you're just defeating the purpose. Or if you order a salad, I've seen guys do this. They dump fucking salad dressing all over the shit. It's like, hell, you might as well had a damn bowl of ice cream. You know, I mean, you got to make sure that you keep that in mind. Anything you put in your body counts. Drinks included. Don't drink sugary drinks. I would stay away from anything with calories in it. My biggest fucking problem is the damn beers I drink. You know, once again, I try to live a balanced life, but if I cut those damn beers out, I'm sure I would be a whole lot closer to the goals that I've trying to set for myself than if I obviously keep drinking them. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to contact us. We always run a sale. Check out the website, call the shop. We'll hook you up as best we can. Just check out what we've got going on. We've got great supplements. We love hearing back from you guys, and we love being able to help you guys out and just try to make the fitness industry as awesome as we can. Have a good one, guys. Late.